Hi there, I'm Rhonda from the West Island News, and this is my big baby boy, Tanky. Hi, say hi to people, Tank. People. You don't want to look at anybody, eh? All right, we are here at a Vet Mobile Plus in Kirkland, on the corner of the Trans-Canada Highway and the St. Charles. I want to show you, it's tick and flea season. Now, I've done some work and it's already up on the website, but it's very important that we narrow down the risk that's involved with ticks and flea season. And I have a specialist here today from Vet Mobile Plus, the owner, Dr. Christina Nazari. She will be telling us all the ins and outs of ticks and fleas, and we have the actual printed version on the site already. So follow me and Tank, and I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Nazari. And we're going to ask you to pop right on up here, Tanky. There we go. All right. So how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. We've got a big mission getting everybody ready for ticks and flea season. I am particularly a tick, not an advocate of the ticks. I'm not an advocate. I am a hater of ticks because my boy got bitten by a tick here, and I've never really understood or realized the actual value of what we're doing. I know we do it, and during the pandemic I slipped a dose. We didn't do it last year because he hasn't been out and whatever, and he got bitten here. Well, that caused the head to swell, his eye got really red, and he ended up not he had a really rough time, really rough time. And I want to make sure that this year is not going to be a repeat performance. So I'm here with you. I know it's exceptional that you have somebody inside right now as the mom, but we're here doing the video and we are masked up and everything. So this is an effort to let you teach us, why am I getting this ticks and flea season, and why is it so important that we do this during this the upcoming months that are here. Talk to me, please.
Yes. Well, the big concern, in your case, you had a local infection secondary to the bite, which is, unfortunately for you, not as common. But the big deal with ticks is that they transmit other diseases. So the one that we're the most concerned about here in Quebec is Lyme disease. It's the most common one. We're starting to see the occasional case of anaplasmosis and Ehrlichia, but definitely the emphasis is more on Lyme. So by doing prevention, the whole idea is to avoid them contracting the pathogens. So there's different approaches. There's vaccines against Lyme disease. But
that word vaccine, have we heard enough of it?
Yes, especially lately.
A vaccine, oh my God. Okay.
So that's one. Well, it's an option, and a lot of patients will do both. Because the other option is to also use tick preventative medications. So the medications work differently. A vaccine will stimulate an immune response, so an antibody titer, whereas the tick prevention, the medication kills ticks. So to be considered an effective tick preventative, it has to kill the ticks in less than 24 hours.
Because the ticks can travel to other family members and couches and so forth, am I right?
Technically, yes. I mean, they don't, that's not, unlike fleas that we were discussing last time, they hop around more from, individual to individual. Okay. The ticks usually will go on an individual to a mammal, because it doesn't have to be strictly a dog.
Check your own self.
Yeah, people too. But then they attach and take a blood meal, and will often stay attached several days. We say up to 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a bit long, but that's what we say.
What do they do if we don't find them and kill them? Do they just unlatch and go on their way?
Exactly.
Get out. Ooh, okay. I always thought they died on the body and that. No, okay.
An adult tick can actually live 2 to 3 years.
Nice.
So that's why even in the winter.
And I'm guessing they don't get COVID. Okay. Anyway, no, we're not going down that road. Okay. But when he gets the tick and it bites him, he's black. How would I even know that he had a tick?
Sometimes you don't.
You don't. Okay.
You know, when they're big enough and they're engorged enough, that's usually when we're seeing them. But the nymphs, what we also call the baby ticks, if you will, they're so small, most people miss those. It's not that easy to find, especially on a big dog. You really have to feel for it, but I mean, you're not that likely to find every single tick that attaches to them.
Okay.
So that's where the medication comes in.
Okay.
If it kills them, the cycle is ended right there.
That's the cycle I want to end. How do I do that? What are you going to do for my poor boy?
So before we, actually for the tick prevention, we can just like prescribed. Because when we talk about screening, so I was a little focused on that for a moment, but the screening is more for heartworm, so I'm switching subjects by mentioning that. But the reason I mention it is our heartworm tests. A lot of us, most clinics are doing the tests that have combo with the tick-borne diseases. So it is good actually to do some screening, just to make sure they're negative.
And that would be the blood test that we've already done.
Yes.
Okay, so
exactly.
his blood test has been screened. He's been screened.
And yes, that's so good news.
He's negative
He's
for all
negative.
the things.
That's
Thank God.
Music to our ears.
To music to Tanky's ears.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so it's not mandatory to screen before providing tick prevention specifically, but it's still a good thing to start doing, seeing as the numbers are higher,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay. All right, so he's all good. He's been screened. This is a case-by-case study. We're doing specifically to Tank.
Yes.
There are things that are different for different animals.
Exactly.
You have to, the people watching need to understand it's case-by-case. It depends on your dog, your cat, what we do
Yes,
here.
exactly.
Okay, so for Tanky, we're going to do a 3-in-1.
Yes, I definitely would advise a more complete prevention in his case.
And his medication will stop the ticks from biting, or they bite and they die?
They bite and they die.
I love that. Okay, then what?
Well, if we'll do some heartworm prevention.
Okay.
Deworming.
All in one
as well.
all-in-one kit. I am happy as a camper. We're taking care of our big boy Tank so that he can get back to eating his bread and entertaining the community with his antics. Are you happy, Tank? Are you? Are you? Yeah? You gonna have a good time? Dr. Nazati's gonna give you some medicine. Yeah, I know. I know. Can you say thank you? Say thank you. Okay, good enough. That's a thank you in Tank's land. All right, we're ready to roll. Are we gonna give it to him on air?
You know what? I'll have to go get it.
Okay, she's gonna go get it. Tank will entertain us.
I
Tank
so
will entertain us.
apologize.
That's okay. You know that we do not edit our videos because we want you to feel the news as it stands, what it is. There's no mixing things up and making it look like anything else. And it's really hard to do anyway with Tank. Right, Tank? I know, I know. Is it long? Are you feeling long? Or do you want to go home? Okay. Do you want to go walking? Prefer to go walking? You like the walking, eh? Where did Doctor go? You can't leave yet? No, she's back. She's back. She's back.
This is for his weight range.
Oh, we weighed him. I think you guys saw that. I'm not
He's
sure.
90 pounds.
So he has had his medication at this point?
Yes.
And he liked it. Not that he really doesn't like anything. He likes everything.
It's as easy as that, luckily. For most.
So for those of us that have been screened, they don't need to come in. They can come. Your clients can come in and.
Again, case by case, because it depends, because they are prescription medications, so we do need to have done an annual exam. Yeah, so there's protocols we do need to follow.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's patient by patient, depending on where they are at in their prevention, in their annual visits and whatnot.
Okay, perfect. So you know that you've got to get this done. The time frame is now between now and April, May.
We should be starting now, especially for ticks.
Okay, so it's a now. So get on it. Call Dr. Nazati. Her team here is amazing. They will handle it. The number will be posted right here for you to see. And we're good to go. I want to thank you so much for educating all of us with all our fur babies.